are
The Redmonds. We're excited to be streaming into your homes, on your laptops, and even your mobile devices. We're bringing a new vibe for the new year in our new home in Seattle, Washington.
That's right.
But we will always maintain our Christian values while adding old school Chicago flair. Meet the Redmonds is a celebration of our lives as a Christian couple navigating the challenges of this world, armed with our faith, a healthy dose of humor, and a whole lot of love. Now, before you start, Beverly,
okay.
I digress. My wife is not from Chicago. She's from Gary, Indiana. But because Chicago and Gary are so close in proximity, my flavor is almost the same as her flavor.
A little 219 meets 773.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Meet the Redmonds is about 7 years in the making, babe.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you are as happy as I am. It started with our 2 award-winning books. The first one is Revelations of a Real Man or Woman, and the second is Finally I Do Again. We'll get into both of those books a little later in the podcast, but hint, hint, there's homework for you. If you would like to go ahead and read those books in advance, please do drop down to the bottom. Scrolling across your screen, we have redmondprojects.com. There you can visit our store and shop and buy both books. Guess what? You can read both of those books in about a week. We designed them especially to be quick reads and reference material for you. It can go in your tote bag or your backpack, whatever your swerve or reading pace, it is there for you, and we're excited that you'll pick up a copy. Also, as you're reading, don't forget to get a little bit of dessert to go along with it, whether it's a tea cake, pecan pie. In Mark's case, we might be doing a little sugar-free. In my case, a little sugar-free too, to make sure that we continue to stay healthy as we're going, or get even more healthy as we're going into 2023. But we look forward to hearing your comments and reading the book.
Our first few episodes will be devoted to sharing with you, our new TV and podcast family, what makes Meet the Redmonds must-watch TV. Beverly and I will share some of the fantastic places we visited, amazing people that we've met, and conversations that we've had. Later episodes will continue with the fun with excerpts from both of our books. Chapters like The X-Files, EX, What's Mine is Hers, and What's His is Hers. You ladies will love that discussion. Our Sunday Best series, where we'll have church discussions such as praise team versus traditional choirs, Sunday school on Sunday versus during the week. Can you really call it Sunday school if you have it on Saturday? We'll talk about that. And casual wear to church versus suited and booted. There'll be some thought-provoking subjects too, such as faith, fidelity, and fertility, blended families, and in sickness and in health. These are just a few tips of the iceberg. We are going to have a ball.
Looking forward to doing that. All right, we are going to introduce our first segment, Questions from the Cookie Jar. We have pulled some questions to go ahead and help you meet the Redmonds, get to know a little bit more about us as individuals. Now look, this is our first segment. It could be epic success or epic fail. But you be the judge. We're going to have a good time doing it anyway. Ready to pull?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right. First question. What is your favorite Bible verse?
Okay. So many of them come to mind. Both of us come from very strong Christian homes. But the one that comes to mind and that I use quite often is Joshua 1:9.
Okay.
Joshua is about to take over from Moses. Moses has died, and God comes to him and says, hey, don't be fearful. Be of great courage. because I'm going to be with you whithersoever you go. Now, whithersoever is King James, all of the rest of it is Bev's translation. But I use that scripture so often to say, you can keep going. No matter how much you face fear, keep moving. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Have great courage. God is with you.
Okay.
How about you? What's your favorite Bible verse? Now, I gave something really deep.
I'm about to go deep too. All right. My favorite Bible verse, Jesus wept.
No. Flag on field, flag.
Okay.
Try again.
Okay. I was trying to, that was my attempt at being funny, which I thought it was very funny.
It was, but don't let it get to his head. Yes.
I would have to say Proverbs 22:6.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm paraphrasing, so forgive me if I make some slips. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he should not depart from it. That's really both of our mantras as we, navigate this journey as a married Christian couple.
Yeah.
We both came, like you said earlier, we both came from strong Christian homes, and those life lessons that we learned as young people translate today. I often find myself reflecting on what would my father say in this situation, what would my mother say in this situation, and just trying to hold true to what they taught us. And if most people do that, you can't go wrong. So hopefully our own adult children can also glean some snippets of the wisdom that we've tried to impart with them, not just spiritually, but
right.
socially, academically.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that is a Bible verse that really resonates with me. It's also one of the first Bible verses that you really learned to,
as a kid.
as a kid, mm-hmm. that you learned to memorize.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I appreciate that, especially as a stepmom and aunt, trying to make sure that I've downloaded what my parents have given me and passing it on to those that I love and I want to see succeed is incredibly important. So I understand why that's a big one for you. Mm-hmm. All right, I think it's my turn.
Your turn.
Okay.
You got one more question.
I'm really going through this jar like it's really deep. It's not. What is your pet peeve?
Oh, wow. I would have to say my pet peeve is laziness.
Laziness?
Yeah, laziness.
Okay.
And growing up, again, living in Betty and Eugene's home, you had something to do at all times. So there was no really loafing around. Me and my sisters had, our variety of chores, mm-hmm. and my parents just specialized in keeping us busy. Idle mind is the devil's workshop. So I still got into my share of visiting the devil's workshop, but I didn't.
It wasn't like it was next door.
Right, but still, I just, we always had something to do. And I feel that if you try your best and you don't quite succeed in your goal, then don't view it as a loss.
Right.
Don't view it as a fail. It's not a loss. It's an opportunity to learn. Now, if you don't try your best and you don't succeed, then I think that's where the whole laziness thing kicks in.
Mm. You always impress me when you say, if life gives me lemons, you just don't settle for that. You always say you're going to make lemonade.
I'm going to make some country time lemonade with a little bit of Sprite in it for a little bit of tang. It's going to be off the chain.
Now, he is really coming up with a concoction, and we are not sponsored by Country Time. But if you want to, feel free.
Okay.
I guess it's my turn to talk about pet peeves.
Mm-hmm.
If I have a pet peeve on this planet, it is absolutely rudeness. Rude people, rudeness, people who cannot be tolerant, people who cannot be kind. I too work on my patience through things, but I just hate to see people cut off, not able to express themselves or their opinion. Everybody has a space and room for their voice in the world.
Okay.
Well, was that painful?
No, I think it went well. I think we can keep this segment.
We're going back to the cookie jar later.
If we have some time, we might be able to squeeze in one more question today.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. And I know you may be feeling some of the jitters and the flubs.
Yeah, just like when I just waved a second ago in the middle of you speaking.
We're not on camera. Absolutely waving to people.
Right.
Like we are not recording a podcast.
Absolutely.
But that is completely okay. That we're human. So we have rehearsed, we have planned, we have talked. We've talked about technology, things that we don't always use every day in our lives. Big thanks to the Geek Squad at Best Buy in Northgate, in Seattle. Absolutely, they have been a treasure and a help to us, as well as our family and friends. And because we're so close to our families and friends, they helped us out. They gave us some congratulatory video that we are going to take a break and see. The first up will be our sisters. Mark, your sister Shawana Redmond Griffin sent us a message, and also one of my sisters, Joanna Smith, also did a video. We will be right back.
Happy New Year. My name is Shawana Redmond Griffin, and I have the wonderful pleasure of telling you about a brand new podcast hosted by Mark and Beverly Redmond, my brother and sister-in-law. This particular podcast will target issues surrounding relationship building and relationship repairing from a Christian perspective. But I want you to be aware that they're going to challenge each one of those issues with love and laughter. So again, I want you to support and I want you to tune in to Meet the Redmonds, hosted by Mark and Beverly Redmond. You won't be disappointed.
Hey there, Bevan Marquell. This is Joanna with Harmonious Balance. Congratulations on the launch of Meet the Redmonds. I am so happy for you all, not just as your sister, but as a fellow content creator. It is so good to see you all use your gifts and talents to inspire others in this way with your story. And you know what? You can be an example to those watching of what Harmonious Balance is all about, because you're living your best lives, being your better selves, while accomplishing the greater good. Again, congratulations, and I look forward to watching.
Thank you to my sister Shawana and my sister-in-law Joanna for those words of encouragement. They will keep us going, and we are just so grateful for you and for taking the time out to give us that little bit of inspiration. We have maybe 2 more questions from the cookie jar. I think we do.
Okay.
That will shed some light on who the Redmonds are. We also want our new TV family, you out there, to feel free and write us with your questions for the cookie jar, questions for us or about us as Christians enjoying our lives. Maybe you might have a suggestion for a upcoming show that you might want us to divulge in, dive in.
Yes, you could use your help.
Right, we sure can. You can email us at sknv123@yahoo.com. Okay.
One more time.
That's sknv, S as in Sam, K as in Kick, N as in
Nancy.
Nachos, and V as in Victor. 123@yahoo.com. All right, let's pull that last question.
The last question. Let's shake it up, shake it up, shake it up.
And no, this is really not a jar, but I think it can pass for it.
All right, Mark, ready?
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite church memory?
Okay. Why am I starting off? I should have pulled that time, but that's okay. I'll go. Okay.
Always first.
My favorite church memory, that's easy. Walking to Sunday school, early morning service with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a rule in the Redmond house: if you can get up early and get dressed and get out with my dad, you can go to early morning service, have breakfast, go to Sunday school, and come back home and be home for about 10 o'clock. So you can watch Super Samurai Sunday on Channel 66 in Chicago. If you're old school, you know about that.
You know about that second dial, yes.
Right. Or you can, sit back and watch football with your dad.
So many memories over, oh my goodness, as a pastor's kid, we were always getting into something, doing something, working on a project. But really, my earliest memory is my best memory. It is when my parents accepted Christ and they got baptized. I was about 3 years old.
Wow.
3 years old. So I've spent most of my life knowing about Christ and then learning how he really resonates in my own life. But it was my parents' leadership example directly, taking that bold step and getting baptized and accepting Christ that I remember, and I was glad that I was old enough to be able to see.
Okay, good. Well, we have some more congratulatory videos. This time we're happy to have fellow authors. Some you may even recognize from this same channel. And we're going to take a look at those. We'll be right back.
See you soon.
Hi everybody, I just wanted to log on real quickly and just give a shout out to Beverly and Marquel Redmond, a power couple I've met while working at the City College of Chicago. This couple is amazing. Their journey is amazing. They truly fit equally yoked, and their story is just phenomenal. So I'm excited, and I just want to give them a congratulations on their new podcast and encourage people to listen in who want to learn more about how you can find that perfect match for you and stay encouraged in the off season. So congratulations, you guys, and I'm super proud of you guys, and I can't wait to come visit Washington.
Hi, my name is Alicia Johnson, and I am the author of Destination Freedom, and I am so excited to be able to jump on here and to congratulate Marquel and Beverly on their new venture, Meet The Redmonds. I am so excited because Marquel and Beverly have been such an inspiration to me in my life. I am a new author. I just published my first book, and Marquel has been so instrumental in my life, helping to push me and to further me in my authorship, if that's a word. So it is my honor and my distinct pleasure to congratulate them. Will you help me congratulate them on their new venture, Meet The Redmonds? And look out, because it's going to be awesome. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is D.A. Rose. I am the award-winning author of 2 novels, Why and The Day Hate Stood Still. And I just dropped by to say congratulations to Marquel and Beverly Redmond on your brand new podcast, The Redmonds. Can't wait to check this out. I know it is going to be awe-inspiring because everything the two of you put your hands to, it turns to gold. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this congratulatory celebration here. And I know that God will continue to bless you richly as you continue to inspire the rest of us. Love you.
Hi, I am Patricia McClure-Chessier, the award-winning author of Losing a Hero to Alzheimer's, The Story of Pearl, and A Caregiver's Guide for Alzheimer's and Dementia. I am also the talk show host for Talk Time with Trish here on the OCP Inspirational Television Network. I would like to congratulate Marquel and Beverly on their new show, Meet The Redmonds. Look, the Redmonds are one of my favorite couples, so please make sure you tune in.
Thank you for those inspirational, congratulatory well wishes from Deborah Rose, Alicia Johnson, Krishan Young, and Patricia McClure-Cheshire. We value your friendship, your wealth of knowledge as authors and entrepreneurs, and we are really thankful and grateful that you have poured into not just myself and Beverly, but you poured into Meet The Redmonds. We're very thankful and grateful for that.
Dear, I think you forgot one of
Oh, we did? Okay,
Yes.
no, wait. Stop. Put it back.
Stop.
I'm
Okay.
pulling
Okay.
this time. Fellas, you gotta step up sometimes. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Now that's a question. Did you put a question back? Did we already pull?
I may have.
And you didn't shake it up.
I did not. I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Work with me, please.
Mark has been serving as our production assistant. That is his title.
Right.
Yes.
Super producer.
Uh-oh.
Okay, here's your question.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you in life when you met me?
I know Mark thinks that my life was just pitiful before he came along and really just lightened up everything for me. I was in Bloomington, Indiana, which when you were in Chicago, that's about 4 hours heading into Indiana from Chicago. Is a decent sized trip to keep. And we'll talk about how we used to commute back and forth during our dating times, another show. But I was getting ready to leave a position, and I was really struggling with if it was the time. I had been in schools and working in school PR for about 13 years in this particular town, and starting to feel like I needed to make a move. Wasn't quite comfortable, didn't know exactly what to do, but on the outside it looked like I should stay. That was where I had all of my success. I had built a home, did a lot of things there, but I felt like I needed to jump out. And I committed to an interview in Indianapolis, and I got the job. But yet my spirit still wasn't settled. I was scared. So going back to that Joshua 1:9 moment, that's where I was, pushing myself out and taking courage.
Okay.
What about you?
What about me? Well, what was I doing when I met you?
Mm-hmm. Because
I
liked his life was not that fabulous.
No, it wasn't. That's my second attempt at humor. I'm getting better, people. No, actually, when you met me, I met you. I was just going through some health challenges. One of the things about me that you're going to learn that I am an amputee.
Yes.
And I just lost my foot due to diabetes, and again, that's another whole show that we're going to talk about. And I had to go to a rehabilitation center / nursing home. And we all know that nursing homes do serve a purpose for those people who need it.
Absolutely.
But for a 43-year-old man,
that was tough,
who seemed to have everything in front of him, it was very tough. And my support system, my family, was spread out all over the states. My mother was going through her bouts with dementia and Alzheimer's, and I still had family and a good network of friends that would come by, but they can only do so much.
Yes.
My kids at the time were
Much younger.
early teens. So it was really, I was alone. And just to hear some of the depressing sounds at night and people, moaning and screaming in pain and agony, I was in a real bad place. And then you came. And you were my ray of sunshine. And you kind of turned the corner and helped me turn the corner as I went down the path, the road to health and vitality. So that's where we were. We were early in our dating lives, but that's where I was when I met you.
Well, this question is not in the cookie jar. It's one I'm going to throw out to you. Is what do you love about your spouse? And I'm going to start based on what you just said. Your absolute determination to make good out of bad has sustained us for such a long time. You are a leader. You care deeply about me. You will make sure that I'm taken care of. You'll make sure that the kids have what they need. Even when your own health was not at its peak, you didn't give up on us. And we stuck to it, and now we're 7 years in, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud of this moment.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And since you threw me out of question, I'm gonna give it back to you.
Your return.
All right.
No, don't make me cry.
I'm not.
Okay.
You just told me one of the things that you love about me. I'm gonna tell you one of the things I love about you. It has to be, by far, I'm pausing right now, your tortellini soup. Send us your comments, concerns, sknv123@yahoo. So we're going to leave you now, but we want to leave you with our catchphrase. It's not her way.
It's not his way.
It's the Redmond way. Peace and blessings.
Peace, everybody. Take care. Happy New Year.